Well, hey everybody. Hey everyone. Whew. Okay, so what am I doing this morning? I'm clearly not finished getting ready. Okay. That's because I'm getting ready for my conference. And as you can hear, my voice is better. It's not 100%. I've got a lot of coughing going on, coughing up phlegm. Delicious, I know. And a lot of people have been praying for me. A lot of drugs and prayers. And I believe that God can use both to make someone well. And He doesn't always make someone well. So we'll see what happens. There may be purpose in why I can't sing. So I'm still going, still going to praise the Lord. And maybe I don't sing all the songs, maybe I sing some. I don't know what's going to happen, y'all. But I can't talk much. I've done 2 once-throughs this morning to see could I get through a couple of songs. And I will do 2 more this evening. And then I will have to make a decision about tomorrow. Tomorrow's the conference. So how have you been doing? Are y'all getting allergies and stuff? Has your allergies been bothering you? This conference is always this time of year. I will have just come back from a week worth of travel and working, so I'm always worn out. And spring is always starting, so allergies are just breaking out, and they're always the ones I'm allergic to. So for a singer, it's just like the week you don't want to be singing the biggest conference you do all year. But that's the way it falls, and it's always wonderful, and I'm always blessed, and so are the ladies that come, not just because of me. I believe God does use the songs I sing because they're beautiful songs, and the point is the words are very ministering, and somehow, I've already talked to the president, we're going to get those words out to those ladies, and we're just going to be real honest with my struggles. We're not going to play games. I'm not a movie star or anything. We're just going to be honest and say, she's struggling. So let's get to it. The first thing is, I've always showed y'all that I take my Sigma travel brush holder. It's hard, so that it doesn't mess with the brushes inside, and it snaps. And when you undo it, it gives you 2 cups. So sometimes I'll put my toothpaste and toothbrush in that and this and sit them when I go on a trip. So I am going to kind of spread out my brushes a little bit. There. Sometimes I do that. And just have them like this. And that's what I'm going to do today. So, I did put on my foundation, and today is that Maybelline whipped gel again. It's okay. It doesn't beat my Chanel. It is very matte finished. I did not do my bronzer yet, and I'm really in love with this Park Avenue Princess. And this is the smooth cover, not the alligator one. The difference is this is the matte finish. The alligator one is not matte finish. It's more of a shimmer. And there's the color. And it's perfect, especially for very pale people. So I'm going to use a cut-in brush for this. So I'm using my little NARS, the little skinny NARS one. And this is good for a couple of things. It's good for cutting in. So we're going to get right above where you want it to cut in. Don't ever do it on it. Get right above it and cut in. And then I turn it sideways and do let it go over. And that just kind of blends that area out. And also, here's the only thing that when you've already done your hair that it's a problem. When you're filming anyway. Here, I'll put that down so I can hold my hair up. Because I do want to do the edges of my face and then kind of, and you're like, but Beth, that's underneath your hairline. You won't even see it. I'll know it's there. That's what David the Selznick said when he was filming Gone with the Wind. And they said, we don't need all these extravagant pantalettes and petticoats because nobody will know they're there. And he says, you'll know they're there. I guess that meant that they would act the parts better. So now again, I've cut in, and now I'm just going to blend that out by using the wide edge. And then I go back up. And that side will show pretty good. And see, this is really good bronzer for me because it's light. It's not ashy. It's not orange. It's really a perfect color for me. And now I'm going to do my chin right on the edge. And then I'm going to blend that out and go to right here. And the sides of my face, especially right there where the jowl is, right there. Make sure you get that good, ladies. As you get older, you don't want that. And some girls, I say when you get older, some girls, I know you have jowls. I've met girls who, that's just the way that it's genetic and it's the way they're wired. They're skinny as they can be. Their skin's not drooping at all. It's just the way their face is built. But they don't like it. Now, if it doesn't bother you, don't worry about it. But if they don't like it, then always use these kind of makeup tips to just kind of help you with that. I'm going to do a little bit of nosy shading on either side of the nose bone. And also I'll go across the bottom on mine because my nose is rather large on the end. And again, I may use any extra right there. And I'm going to tell you something else about this. This is a great neutral for the crease. I'm just going to show you what I mean. Well, hair came off. I'm going to use this Large Fluff E50 from Sigma. And I'm going to use that as a neutral in between my brow and my crease. Isn't that a great neutral, y'all? It's like the perfect color. So I may use this up really fast. I may have to go get another one. Because between bronzer and, you know, and any contour color can be used in this way. And some people don't even use eyeshadow. They use this. Which is fine. Right? You can do what you want. It's your face. Okay, I'm going to reinforce it. By the way, whenever you do any dark colors down here, be sure you blend them out. Okay, so we're done with that. Now, I'm going to take with me the Love Flush, and this was the 16-hour blush wardrobe that I got from Too Faced Cosmetics. Y'all seen this. And I got the chocolate bonbons. These were both my Valentine presents. And I just heard something move in there. Ah! Y'all, I've seen this all over the internet about how these move. And look, they have, that is satin sheets. That is praline, and that is divinity. The glues just don't hold good on these little pans. And they're not metallic enough to stay in there on their own. Anyway, this is the palette I've chosen to take with me. I hope it wasn't a mistake. Just because of that one issue. I think it's great colors for a trip. So, you know. But I am going to go ahead and use the Love Flush. And I'm going to choose, because I'm wearing dark colors today, I'm even doing deep rose from my Chanel on my lips instead of my soft rose. Because I'm kind of doing a biker chick look, I don't know, a rocker look, I don't know. So I'm going to go back to blush here real quick before I get into the eyes. I was just showing you how that bronzer could be used as a transition color. So I'm going to Your Love is King. It's kind of a burgundy shade right there. And I really like it. But these are highly pigmented, so you barely, I'm using my Chanel blush brush. And I'm barely going to touch it like that. That's it. I'm even going to tap that off. That is how pigmented this is. Okay? And I'm just going to, I'm coming from the top down because you want the most deposit in the back. And then I'm just going to brush it back and forth. So don't get too much of it. Just barely touching it and tapping it off. Come from the back to put down and then back and forth. And stay up here. Don't go back down in there where you had your bronzer color. You just want your blush on top of bronzer. And you do blend it down into it a little bit. And any excess I'm just going to use as a blender out for down here. Okay, so I'm done with that. But, as y'all know, there's a blush I love that just rounds out everything. And that is number 2, Rose Bronze by Chanel. And it's just a perfect blush color. It is a bronze rose, like its name. And so I use the brush that comes with it. I actually like it good for this. And I just get the balls of my cheeks right there. And then blend back right there and blend back. It's just a pretty color for that. Right on the apples, balls, whatever you want to call them. And then I do come down the nose and get the end of the nose and the chin again. And notice how it's depositing color still. That's a very good blush, you guys. And somehow it just rounds out the look. I always do it on the inside of where I did my bronzer too. I just like the look of it. It may just be me and have nothing to do with anything. Okay, I've already used Too Faced Shadow Insurance on my eyelids. And I am dusting out the whole lid with this color right here, which is Satin Sheets. And it's got a little bit of sheen to it. Just going to put that on there. I know I'm not blending yet. I don't want to. I already put a little bit on. And that's when I decided, hey, I'm going to go film this. And I'm going to put it on the inner corner because it is a bit of a sheen. And then blend into the front part of the lid. And that's all I'm going to do with that. Now I'm going to go a little extravagant today. So I've already got, I'm using this look right here. It's going to be my rocker look for the day. This is just a sound check today. Tomorrow I'm going to do more like bronze chocolate, but it's going to have more gray tones than brown. And this is perfect for that because it's got cafe au lait and pecan praline. These two colors, they're more gray in tone. And that is going to be important for my outfit, which y'all have seen in another video. But, so the colors that they suggest are Sweet Divinity, which was the matte color. Okay, I'll follow their instructions. Why not? I'm going to put the matte right on top of the shimmer. Have you ever done that? Matte right on top of shimmer? All the way across. But especially on this outer area out here. Okay, now what does it say? Apply black Cura into the inner and outer corners. Never done that. Now that's this kind of purpley dark color. So this should be interesting, guys. Here goes nothing. I am going to use a small tapered blending brush. That's an E45 from Sigma. And I'm going to roll this once in it and then tap it back off a lot. Because there's a lot of brown in this brush, I bet. Actually, I'm going to really load this up and then tap it back off. I'm really going to tap it back off a lot. But tap it back off into the pan it came from, y'all. Don't waste your colors. Don't tap it on the floor. Also, it's getting in your carpeting. Okay, I'm going to have to use a little brush here. So, inner and outer corner. So, I'm going to start with the outer corner right here. And I'm going to do just like this, and I'm going to stay just out here. How much did they do? They just stayed on the lid pretty much. And then in here. I don't think that's dark enough.